It's Week 11 of the NFL. Up next, we'll get a look at Patrick Mahomes. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Pushing his way through, and he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So here come the Eagles, the defending NFC champs, led out by a man who was the runner-up to Patrick Mahomes at MVP balloting a season ago. Of course, that's Jalen Hurts.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He's able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. And here, Charles, is a look at the inactive, some of the guys that are out today due to injury.
Yeah, and this is where the preseason work comes into play for some of those backups. It's not just them getting some experience on the field, but preparing each week in practice as if they were going to play. And when you have guys like that on your team, you've got a chance for success when the injury bug hits.
Now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st. Throwing is Hurts. Airing it out deep for Smith. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game...
On 1st down, Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. Now here's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. You look at this Eagle defense. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Now it's Mahomes again. He's got this to the rookie, Rashee Rice. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll run here with Pacheco. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Mahomes now to throw. That is caught by Rice for a Chiefs touchdown. They go play action with Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's loose at the 40. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That puts him in excellent position, first and goal after a gain of 19. Here's Swift. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. And the officials here are going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A quick throw caught by Rice. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. 7 yards there and a first down. So, Charles, a tough task for this defense facing the league's leading passer to this point in the season. Certainly a front-runner and MVP consideration right now. What can they do to slow him down?
Well, there's so many different ways that they can go, and I guarantee you that defensive staff went through all of them this week in preparation. But bottom line, they want to avoid giving up the big play. They're going to play what they call top-down defense and make sure no one gets behind them.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Kadarius Toney is intended target, and it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. You look at this Eagle defense. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
They spent the week of practice in. We know our rating's not that great. And we know we're facing the number 1 passing team in the league. But there are some things that we can do to give ourselves a chance in this game.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And out and out come the Eagles. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. Flushed out right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. We know they have these RPOs in their playbook, and look, we're seeing it here in the first quarter. You think we're going to see it as the game continues?
They trotted them out early for a reason, partner. They're letting them know that this is in the arsenal, and we rely on it. You better be prepared because this is going to be an all-day affair trying to stop them.
And the officials here are going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Towards the end zone for Brown. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. He can't get him down. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. Second down and a little more than a yard here, as they've got it as we resume action. This is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A good pickup there, 21 yards. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. On first down, Hurts. This will be caught by Brown. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, his second touchdown of the game. On for the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll start at the 25 as McKinnon decides against returning it. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, I've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Touchdown! Rashee Rice with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
This time, the extra point up and good. And this is back to an 8-point game. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Wide receiver A.J. Brown. You see he and the rest of his mates returning to the field here. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
23 yards on the tuck and run.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man coverage was so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory right at the 40. Hurts' throw brought in by Brown. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
At the Chiefs' 18-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. Over the middle to Smith. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Hurts sets up to throw it. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll start at the 25 as McKinnon decides against returning it. Travis Kelce and the Chiefs set to take over again. And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is it allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000-yard mark. They don't have to force anything. But one of the reasons he's having the year he's having is what I call route running arrogance. They think there's no one that can cover them. No matter how many people are put in his direction, it just doesn't matter. He's going to find a way to beat them. And so far this year, he's done exactly that.
He sure has. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelce. He takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise, and start to put together some drives.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Mahomes going to throw. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelce. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Now Mahomes. He's got it. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Butker on for the PAT. And this one's back to an 8-point game. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. So we've reached halftime in a past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Kadarius Toney, 76 yards. And the Chiefs come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track smarts? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational? It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 64 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Hurts going to keep it running right. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Hurts. And this one too low. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it's third down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing is Hurts. And he lost the football. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's capped off by a 13-yard touchdown run. And they'll start at the 25 as McKinnon decides against returning it. As the offense reemerges, there's wide receiver Kadarius Toney leading him out. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game. But so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good. But there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jerick McKinnon there, and that'll make it third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Mahomes on third. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 38-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. They run the option here on 1st and 10. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw here. Smith catches left side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Hurts finding Smith for the Philly first.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown from 21 yards away. And the Eagles are able to add on to that lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll start at the 25 as McKinnon decides against returning it. KC's offense ready to take over. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Mahomes now on first down. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
At the 32-yard line.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Safety blitz, such a fun play call to witness when it works. And the deep man can get home for a sack. Great timing by him. Interception earlier in this contest. Now a sack. He's definitely campaigning for Player of the Week honors, isn't he, partner?
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Eagles offense and A.J. Brown headed back out there. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now Hurts going to keep it running left. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll set up a throw. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a 1st.
And this is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and of course, a special player.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. The Eagles on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. DeAndre Swift, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Taken at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
Swift going to try up the middle. 70 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign. Here now, 2nd and 4. Here's Hurts to throw. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
2nd and 3rd levels, you can see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And he'll be out of bounds. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Eagles add on to their 4th quarter lead, and they are on their way to improving to 8-2. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
Boy, that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
Jerick McKinnon now to return. This taken in right around the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's good for our Kansas City Chiefs.
On first down, Mahomes. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
That's good for our Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Now it's Mahomes again. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Mahomes firing complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sky Moore, 42 yards. And the Chiefs get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all, and if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Wide receiver A.J. Brown, you see he and the rest of his mates returning to the field here. And I think we both agreed he could have a really good game with this matchup, but over 200 yards now.
I don't think we saw it as that good. And I think what really makes it special is when games like this are occurring, it's not just getting locked in and in the zone and on a roll. It's continuing to adjust throughout the game because, you know, the defense is kicking coverages towards him, trying their best to slow him down, and he keeps getting the better of them.
Yeah, whatever they've done, it hasn't worked. Now they'll fake it there on the jet sweep, and instead, here's Swift. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Hurts sets up to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. First down marker at the 5. It's second and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a first and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Eagles up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. Elliott on for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And the Chiefs offense ready to go again. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Mahomes. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
That's good for our Kansas City Chiefs.
Mahomes to throw once more. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This is caught. And he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. One final try for Mahomes. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So roughing the passer, and this is a unit, Charles. They hold their breath every time they see their quarterback go down and get hit like that.
Yeah, they understand how important these last couple of months are for this team. They can ill afford to have anything happen to him if they want to accomplish their goals.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for Philadelphia, they continue to put themselves in position for a 1st-round bye as they move to 8-2, and they will head back.